GAMENIGHT29.
Welcome to Crossfire. My name is Emily, and I will be monitoring this process. To begin, please join the process room at hackbox.ca, using the room code displayed on your screen. Prepare for player selection and almost certain obliteration. Puzzle Eden is selected. Fernando is selected. Ralph is selected. Welike Shapes is selected. Fetz is selected. Stilgar is selected. Arun is selected. Plujogging is selected. Apodo is selected. S10E18 is selected. Toot is selected. Stimpson Sang is selected. Here is how the process will take place. Answer the multiple choice
I'm
questions.
angry and I'm ignited, so
10
you could say
pennies
I'm
are awarded for each
Crossfire.
correct answer. After each question, a candidate who gave a wrong answer is eliminated at random. If all candidates are correct, all candidates are up for elimination. The last candidate remaining wins a 50-penny bonus. Good luck. Question number 1. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. I regret that you have been obliterated, Ralph. Question number 2. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was B. Plujogging has been eliminated. They will be missed. Question number 3. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. S10E18 just lost £136 in 1 second. Congratulations. Question number 4. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. Thank you, Fernando, for volunteering to test the targeting system. You will be pleased to know that it still works. Question number 5. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was B. You have made a terrible mess, Apodo. We will be sending you the cleaning bill. Question number 6. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. A moment's silence for Welike Shapes. Thank you for the respectful moment of silence. Question number 7. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was C. Stilgar, you have been reduced to atoms. Please enjoy the experience. Question number 8. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was B. The loss of Toot's body was a sacrifice I was willing to make. Question number 9. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. I regret your loss, Puzzle Eden. Question number 10. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. It turns out safety mode was disengaged. Fets. What a shame.
What a shame.
Question number 11. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. Goodbye, Arun. It's nothing personal. Congratulations to Stimpson Sang, you have survived the process and are awarded 50 bonus pennies. You are also still alive, which must be something of a relief. Until next time, thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
Shoogity woogity woogity woogity.
37 months. Between you and Ah.
Good evening. And welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 18th, 19th, 18th of March. Hope everyone is doing well. Lovely to have you all here. And here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Some data leak, I believe, is in order.
Well, data leak, yeah, that would be good. I need to make, and here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan, a part of my opening spiel, since it's now become a part of the script. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Puzzle Dan. Hope you keep it well, much appreciated. Well, very well done. Was it Stimson's Angle? Stimson's Angle winning the Crossfire there. Many thanks to Shadowmane for writing that and to Colo for proofing it. Hope you had some fun with that. And thank you to Pokenuts for the new message. The other new message that I added in this afternoon did not make it into the game tonight. Sad. Oh well, maybe next time. Right, let's stop that bonus right there. Plenty of bonuses being claimed, which is great. Some other messages that I need to say. We've had a few things come through. Topper, thank you for the 24-month resubscription there. My goodness me, 2 years. Has it been that long? Where's the... Do you mind scratching at the door? I've got to pull up the carpet outside the office tomorrow because the dogs have ruined it. But Topper, thank you very much for the 2-year subscription right there. And Jogging, thank you for the 25-month subscription. Game Night 29, goodness me, 2 years and a little bit. Matt the Ref, thank you for the 37 months and the incomplete message. We did see that in the chat. Thank you very much indeed. Most gratefully received and much appreciated. Putting up with, I know, putting up with me. Less for some crimes, surely. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. It's great to be back this Saturday evening. I hope you all had a good week. Feels like forever since I was last here. Yes, I was over in Wales Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, which was fun. And yeah, work is settling down. It's a slightly quieter week this week. I wasn't in studio this week, so yeah, all very exciting. About what's been going. Tell us more, Ben. I can't. It's always very risky. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, although I may have just let something slip there. I may have been in studio last week, but it was slightly quieter this week than it was last week. But it's all... he's going to say the thing. Yeah, so... but no, it's been a great week. It's been nice to get home. Although I've not really stopped working today. I had to go and meet a wedding couple this morning for a wedding I'm playing at in a few weeks' time. And then, what was I doing this afternoon? Oh, I recorded a webinar this afternoon, which was, well, it's a weight off my mind anyway. It's something I've been putting off for a little while, so that's now done. So all is well. It's time for game night, and again, thanks to Shadowmane for that Crossfire pack, and greetings to you overseas, Shadowmane. I know you're abroad on holiday at the moment, and I hope you have a lovely time. And yes, we've got some data leak to start, and it's a pack from Adam, just Adam and Teddy. It's not co-written by me, but I've made a few tweaks, so a couple of these questions will be mine. Most of it is Adam's, but a few of them I have tweaked slightly. So it's an Adam pack with a sprinkling of Royal Flush over the top. And it's plenty of fun. I'm sure there's lots of accessible trivia in here for you to look forward to and get your teeth sunk into. So I think without any further ado, we should get on with the game. And if you want to play, it's all in whispers. And you'll need the code NSER. Join the game. Come and play Data Leak. And while you're come to join, let me say hello to We Like Shapes, Top 1 Gaming, Mark, Simpsons Angle, Ardenfest, Arun, Colo, Zeus, Puzzle Dan, Stilgar, Samster, Tadaru. Good evening, Toot and Scorer, Natter and Pokenuts, Adam and Hallie and Oni and Shadowmane, and a message from our sponsor, AB Me.
Locomotive
to you too. Thank you for the 28-month subscription there, AB Me. Most grateful to you. Good evening to Itsotley and AB Me and Reese and Matt and Lingo and Jack and Apodo and anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining for what promises to be a fun-filled game night tonight. We've got Data Leak now. We've got the Hive coming up a bit later on. There's room for more. I've got a whole other column over on the right-hand side. Come join the game. You'll have fun, I promise. Dog, are you sleeping? Sleepy dog outside the office. Into the lobby second. I wonder if you can stay there. See if you can stay there the whole night. Chat is going bandanas. Is chat really going bandanas? Oh, do you want to see something cool? Sansa, you'll appreciate this. I've got some new shoes. Yeah, and now I am cool. New shoes indeed. I really hope I join the daily lobby secretary stuff right now. Well, that's good. There's the little things, isn't it? Little things in life. Think Oni will win tonight? What? Bowling shoes. There's good questions, Zeus. Lupo, welcome to the stream. But good question, why am I wearing the windows? Mainly because I only got them yesterday. They arrived on Thursday, so I didn't get them until yesterday. So I've been somewhat breaking them in. Do you not like them? I mean, they're just a cheap Amazon job. I need some new trainers, another one, so I'll get a wet feet. What are those? They're shoes. I know you're sort of precious about your shoes, but I am less. I could go get my Ugg boot slippers. Maybe I should go get my Ugg boot slippers. Come join the game. I'll get my Ugg boot slippers. Hello, Spaniel. Are you guarding the office like a good Spaniel? Right. I will. What will you, Samster? I only. Oh. I don't know. Right, I'm going to take my new not Converse trainers off. Yeah, they're Converse trainers are really expensive. I really wanted some Chuck Taylor also. There you go. Well, they're quite comfortable. They look quite colourful as well. I don't want to put them down too far because the dog will run off with them. I'm also wearing a pair of my new socks. I love new socks. And these are my blue pair. That's fun. Right, you ready for this? So Meg's got a pair of these. And I decided, and then they said, I'm getting a pair for Dylan, and I don't want to feel left out. So he said, I'll get you a pair as well. So, right, you ready for this? Alright. You ready? Let's move the shoes over there so they're all the way for the dog. Right, you ready? Ta-da! Yes! Ugg boot slippers. And they're very comfortable. Very comfortable. Smoking jacket and a fez. I used to have a fez. I don't anymore. Right, any more for any more? Then we'll get this game underway. Yeah, I've got my cardigan on at the moment. They're not real Uggs, no, they're cheap Amazon knockoff Uggs, but they're Ugg boots. They're in the style of Ugg boots, but they're slippers. And they're enormously comfortable, and they make me look damn sexy. That's fine, Hallie. Great to have you here. Lurk away, lurk away. Any more for any more before we get this game underway? I might give the sting a bit more. I might go get another glass of wine just before we get going, actually. We've just opened a bottle of Chateauneuf de Pop. This is not the Chateauneuf de Pop. This is the slightly less good wine we were drinking last night. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go sample the Chateauneuf de Pop. Hopefully by the time I come back, the sting will have finished and we'll start the game. And the sting is up, so let's get on with the game. Has got anytime entry, and hopefully nothing will go wrong. I'm down to 3 monitors, mainly because monitor 4 has gone away, and actually now my work laptop is there, hooked into the same monitors. But yeah, so this is, I don't know where it came. I think it was a present from someone because I certainly wouldn't have bought it. It's quite nice, quite nice. Right, round 1 is 5 degrees, and once again a reminder that this pack comes to us from just Adam and Teddy. Very many thanks to Adam for his efforts on this. Proofed by me and a sprinkling of edits and additional questions from me as well. I do hope you enjoy the game. Good luck and have fun. So you're going to be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle has a category and 5 clues. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. I'm just going to shut the door. The spaniel is asleep now. Just so I'm not shouting the house down. Incorrect attempt frees you out for 8 seconds, so even if you're not quite sure, it's always worth a guess. You might be right. There is a spell checker on the game, but the faster you get it, the more points you get. Okay? Whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot, nothing in public chat because your answer won't be processed or will likely be deleted by a moderator. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Good luck, have fun. Round 1 is 5 degrees, and puzzle number 1 is at author. She was born July 30th, 1818 in Thornton, Yorkshire. Lupine is the first to pick up points, followed closely by Shapes, a few others coming in now. For 4 points, she had 2 famous sisters. Lots of solves there for 3. Whose pseudonym was Ellis Bell. Anyone go? A couple coming in for 3 here. Very nice, very nice. And for 2, she only wrote 1 book, published by J. Courtney Newby of London. One more for you. That book was Wuthering Heights, published in December 1847. Not quite a perfect board there. Emily Bronte was the answer, accepted with or without the umlaut. So not Kate Boyce. No, indeed. Hello, Clive. And for Craig screaming and throwing up. Welcome to the stream, Clive. Hope you're well. Well done if you picked up some points there. Emily Bronte was the answer. Let's clear the board. And move on to puzzle number 2, which is a film. This is one of mine, I think. Apologies for the language. Erica Albright's a bitch. Do you think that's because her family changed their name from Albrecht, or do you think that's because all BU girls are bitches? These are lines from the film, incidentally. Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my fuck you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag. And for 3, $1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion. There's a first couple of solves coming in for 3 points. Well done. And for 2, the internet isn't written in pencil, Mark, it's written in ink. Silent Marine, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there goes the family friendly. To be fair, I don't think it's on, to be honest. And for a single point, drop the just Facebook. It's cleaner. One of the most quotable films of recent times. It was The Social Network. The written by Aaron Sorkin, directed by David Fincher, and starring Jesse Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield. One of my top 5 films. Going to write a date. The clues are just come to different fonts. But also, a bit early in the week for the C word, Clive. Nice. Well done if you got that. Let's clear the board, and we'll go on to puzzle number 3, which is a sitcom. It premiered in an episode of Comedy Playhouse on 4th of January 1973. Yeah, you can come join later. I know you were lurking, Hallie, but you can come join with the codes up there. It was set in the Yorkshire town of Holmfirth. Shapes, a few getting in here. Shapes, Lupine, Colo, Clive, Simpsons, Angle. For 3 now, Peter Sallis, Bill Owen and Brian Wilde played the 3 principal characters. A few more coming in for 3 now. And for 2, it was written by Roy Clark. And for a single point, it ran from 1973 to 2010. Recently finished sitcom, relatively recently. Any more for any more? It was Last of the Summer Wine is what we wanted. Well done if you got some points out of that one. Last of the Summer Wine. Let's clear the board. This is Old Man Quiz. You know it was hosted by me. What else could it be? Puzzle number 4. The category is actor. This one's, I think this is me. Yes. He was born in December 1963 and his real first name is William. Wow, 2. Straight in for 5. Sealing the top of the board. For 4, he has 6 children, including Maddox, Zahara, Shiloh, and Knox. A few more coming now. For 3, he has won 2 Academy Awards, one as part of a team for Best Picture in 2013, and another that he won in 2020 for Best Supporting Actor. And for 2, he was one half of one of the most famous couples in the world until his wife filed for divorce in 2016. And for a single point, best known for his roles in Moneyball, Ocean's 11, Inglourious Basterds, and 7. He was, and arguably still is, considered one of Hollywood's biggest heartthrobs. Apologies that I spelled Inglourious correctly. Should be an extra U in there. Brad Pitt is what we were after. Brad Pitt, yes. Won as part of the production team for 12 Years a Slave in 2013. And Best Supporting Actor, I think, for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2020, which, I mean, isn't really his greatest moment. I mean, his performance was fine, but that film is just bad. Fight me in the comments, Samster. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is not a good film. You heard it here first. Let's clear the board. And move rapidly on to the final puzzle of the round. Puzzle number 5. The category is a musician. He was born in Leipzig and grew up in the House of Red and White Lions. Goodness me, Jack Wilfred. Well played. For 5 points there. For 4, he is remembered for his elaborate use of rich harmony and his extended use of the leitmotif. A few more for 4, well played. For 3, a namesake of this German composer appeared on Series 7 of The X Factor. And for 2, one of his most famous pieces was used to great effect in the film Apocalypse Now. And for a single point, the bridal chorus from his opera Lohengrin features at many weddings to this day. That's the Ride of the Valkyries, which is used in Apocalypse Now, and was the bridal chorus. And the X Factor, yeah, well, Louis Walsh insisted on calling Wagner the entire time. But yeah, Ritter Wagner. But Channel Point, he would play. He probably would. Unfortunately, it's in the Orangery at the moment. We need to find a more permanent home because it's somewhat in the way. Anyway, that was puzzle number 5. Lots of points going out, which is always great to see. Let's clear the board and check out the scores at the end of round 1. That would make weddings much less boring. Yeah. Buzzing, literally shaking. Was that a guess, Jack? Or do you happen to know that he was born in the House of Red and White Lions in Leeds, which is the only German musician you could think of in the moment? But yeah, I don't ride the Valkyries at weddings would be pogtastic, I think. Anyway, that's the end of round 1. Let's check out the scores. Stilgar's got 2, Tadira on 3, Silent Marie on 5, Simpsons, Angle and AB Me are both on 8. Dan and Arun and Apodo are on 9. Reese, Jogging, Oni, Fernando and Fetz are on 10. Zeus and Topper on 11. Nat has got 12. Colo and Jack are on 13. Lupine, Samster, Mark and Clive tied up in 3rd on 15. Shapes and Otley tied in 2nd on 16. And Toot currently has the lead with 18. But still many points up for grabs and a whole smorgasbord of puzzles to come. Let's move rapidly on to round number 2. Hit the content filter. You'll be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle is a category and 5 objects, events, or characters that feature in the answer. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. And once again, incorrect attempts will freeze you out for 8 seconds. This is not expected development. Well, take it at Sotley. I'm sure long may it last as well. Gonna get married right now. I don't get the reference. Maybe I should see what the Silent Marie say. Oh yeah, can you turn Ride of the Valkyries into a wedding song? Gonna get married right now. That would work. I'd go to that wedding. Right. It's a content filter. I think most of these are add-ins. I think most of my input came in the first round and round 5. So very sporadic input from now on. So without further ado, let's move on to round number 2. Good luck, have fun. Puzzle number 1 is a character. Cesar Romero. Mark Hamill. A few more getting in from here. A few 5s coming in there, which is nice to see, and a couple of 4s too. And for 3, Jared Leto. For 2, Joaquin Phoenix. And for a single point now, Jack Nicholson. Come on, let's have a perfect board of green. Oh, Topper! 'Twas the Joker. Joker or the Joker, both would have been accepted. Sorry, I'm going to take my hairband out because it's hurting me here. 0, me at the end of the quiz. Yeah, so Cesar Romero was in the first Batman film, Mark Hamill in the animated Batman series, Jared Leto in Suicide Squad, Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, and Jack Nicholson, of course, in the 1989, I think, Batman film. 1989? That feels too early. Maybe it was 89. Anyway, that one with Michael Keaton as Batman, directed by Tim Burton. As basically any voice. Yeah, pretty much. There it is. Joker was what we wanted, or the Joker also accepted. Let's clear the board. Moving on to puzzle number 2. We're after a film series. For 5 points, Jason. Press X to Jason. La 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 la. Oh wait, no, where did he go? My wife was standing right there. Legacy for 4. Here's a few more coming. I thought that'd be a bit of a red herring at the top there. Wrong game, I know. For 3, Supremacy. Oh, a few more dings now. For 2, Ultimatum. And for a single point now, Identity. Well done if you took some points away from there. Bourne, or the Bourne series would have been accepted. Didn't allow Jason Bourne series because Jason was one of the clues, but the Bourne series would have got you some points there. Very well done if you picked up some points. Let's clear the board. Getting 4. Let's move on. Puzzle number 3. The category is a currency. A currency. Bhutan. A run straight in for 5, as is Nato. Well played there. A few more coming in now for 4 points. Seychelles. And for 3, the Maldives. And there's a few more pings coming in here for 2 points. Pakistan. Pakistan for 2. More pings coming in, and for a single point, India. Rupees, rupee singular would also have been accepted. Yes, they are all countries that use the rupee. More specifically, countries that adopted the rupee from something else previously. Well done if you took some points away. Let's move on as we clear the board and go to puzzle number 4. We are looking for a TV show. Bella Thorne. No one. First one, I think, where no one gets 5. For 4, Teddy Sheringham. There's our first break of cover from a run for 4, Jack right behind. For 3, Jason Manford. A few more coming in now, as we might expect. And for 2, Rudy Giuliani. Who's going to be at number 1? It'd be Natalie Imbruglia for a single point. I don't know if you got that. They are all contestants who have appeared on a version of The Masked Singer. Either The Masked Singer UK or The Masked Singer US. Masked Singer is what we won. Natalie Imbruglia, who won Series 3 of the UK one. Series 3, Series 4. Rudy Giuliani, one of the more recent US ones. There was a bit of a hoo-ha on Twitter about that. Let's not get political, because I know it's all a bit fiery in the political world, both over in the States and over in the UK at the moment. So we'll move on rapidly as we clear the board. And we'll go on to puzzle number 5. One more in the content filter, and the category is a geographical feature. Grimsvötn of Iceland. And for 4, Mount Nyiragongo of the Democratic Republic of Congo. For 3, Mauna Loa of Hawaii. For 2, Cotopaxi of Ecuador. And for a single point, Mount St. Helens of North America. Go on, Silent Marine. Oh, just denied a perfect board. They're all volcanoes. Volcanoes, or volcanoes, singular. Also accepted. Well done if you took some points away from there. That's the end of puzzle 5 and the end of round 2. Let's clear the board. Check out the scores. So, Tadaru's on 8, Silent Marines on 9, Stilgar's on 16, Simpsons, Angle and ABB on 18, Puzzle Down on 19, Topper and Jogging are on 21, Fetz and Apodo on 22, Reese has got 23, Fernando's on 25, Arun's got 26, Colo and Jack on 27, Oni and Nata are on 28, Lupine and Mark and It's Sotley all on 29, Clive's got 31, Zeus on 32, Shapes in third with 33, Samster still in that second spot with 36, and Toot still in the lead with 38. 3 more rounds to go. But let's correct for the money question. Yeah, that would have gone through on the spell checker because it's only one letter out from the correct answer. So that would have been about 82% accurate. So spell check being your friend there, Stilgar. We can't catch every case, but it's 80% is the general accuracy that we allow. So if it's a word that's like 40 letters long, you get a lot of margin for error. If it's only 5, you have got to get it exact. If it's 6, you get a lot of margin for error if you're one letter out like that. Let's go on. Round 3. It's any other name. You will be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle has 5 different descriptions of the same word. I'm now going to check that they are all indeed just a single word, because that's a thing I should probably have checked. Yes, I think they are. It looks like they are. Good. So they are all single word answers. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Obviously no car. Mr. Vertigo, hello, welcome to the game. You're down there at the bottom, but you can work your way up by getting points. RuPaul's data leak, nice. North Korea and South Korea have 80% match, but we decided it's a feature, not a bug. Yeah, I kind of like that. And unless the writer has put Korea as a valid option, or DKPR, then Korea would still be wrong. But North Korea, South Korea, because of how it works, it's a feature, not a bug. No categories in this round because, of course, there could be a myriad of categories depending on what the word is. Incorrect sentence frees you out for 8 seconds again, and we've got that 80% spell checker on as per usual. Good luck. Let's go to puzzle number 1. It's difficult people say, yeah, that's the other way of doing it. A Valorant agent whose ultimate ability is resurrection. Valorant players here, okay. For 4, a form of literary non-fiction writing popular in Victorian times. For 4. Who pours natural gas leak from the fracking? Nice. For 3, a Hindu term for an accomplished and enlightened person. Keep pressing and guessing. For 2, an enterprise management and accounting software. Toot is the first to get 2 points here. Reese picking up 2, Lupine picking up 2, all the data managers all getting points here possibly. For a single point, a culinary herb, Latin name Salvia officinalis. That would be sage, a tricky one there, foxing quite a few of you. But well done if you did manage to take some points away from that. Sage is what we wanted. Let's clear the board. And move right along to puzzle number 2. And for 5 points, a psychology game of self-knowledge in cocology. For 4 points, a part of Birmingham's mailbox shopping centre. Any brummies in? I guess not. For 3, a series of science fiction horror films, first one released in 1997. There's a solve. Clive picking up 3 points. Well played. For 2 points, British game show hosted by Philip Schofield. Two people putting the numbers together in the context of mathematics. A number raised to the power of 3 for a single point. It's a cube. Cubed, or cubes would also have been accepted there. There's a few people going to say, we've had this. New questions, new trivia. I'm pretty sure I wrote something fairly similar, or someone else wrote something similar. It may have been me. I seem to recall writing something about Cube. Data Leak 2 Hyperleak. Oh, what a fun game that'd be. Possibly. But, yeah, Cube, I think that did have a snifter of familiarity. I think we may have seen something similar before. But Cube is what we wanted. Well done if you took some points out. Let's go on to puzzle number 3. And welcome to the game, Maxio. A late 70s funk and soul group and spin-off from the Ohio Players. Welcome to the stream, Maxio. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Welcome on in. And for 4 points, blank memory, the duplicating of routines inherent in a computer's basic operating system. For 3, a series of horror anthologies published from 1978 to 1991. Jefferson King's nickname in Gladiators for 2. Few coming in here. This round proving to be quite vexing for a lot of us. For a single point, Sonic the Hedgehog's anti-hero. Tricky little puzzle there. Shadow was the answer. Shadow, as in Shadow the Hedgehog, and Shadow Memory, which I have to say, as a computer programmer, is not a term I've come across before. Maybe I should have done. Well done if you did take some points away from that one. Let's clear the board. Moving on to puzzle number 4. With Shadow the Hedgehog on his desk. For 5 points, a lake in Minnesota. It's not edgy enough. No. Well, I've never played a Sonic beyond Sonic 3D Blast, I don't think, so I'm far from an authority on the subject. For 4, a 2015 science fiction psychological horror film. I can't remember what the answer to this one is. Oh yeah, that's just come. For 3, a 2009 Bon Jovi album. It's Otley's in for 3. Well played. For 2, a reality show based on social media. There's a lot of dings there. Hopefully you can finish off if you haven't got it from that. For 1 point, Social Blank. One's group of socially interconnected people. It would be a circle, the social circle. A lot of shapes. We like shapes in this one. Bon Jovi content. Good film content this round. Yeah, there's a few film references creeping in here, but we like shapes in this round. We've got a cube and now a circle as well. It's the circle of life. We like shapes in the chat as well. What is film? We just don't know. I need a we just don't know button. I'll settle for that one instead. Let's clear the board. One more puzzle in this round. Puzzle number 5. Fingers on keyboards. Here it is. A Persian thick noodle soup for 5. And for 4, ancient Egyptian deity who was god of oases. And for 3, a tree with the Latin name Fraxinus excelsior. How's your tree Latin? Oh, 2. And AB me picking up 3. As is a Podo. Well played. And Fernando for 2. Christian religious holiday celebrated on a Wednesday about 7 weeks before Easter. And for a single point, fictional Pokemon trainer from Pallet Town. And for 0 points, fellow Twitch streamer of game shows known as Mr. The Bash. Monsieur Le Bash. It's Ash is what we wanted. You know who, yeah. Ash Wednesday, of course, was the festival in question. 0 The Bash. I thought it was possibly a missed opportunity there, but Ash, if you're here, it's good to see that you're back up. Sorry I haven't been able to catch one of your streams yet. Wednesday I was out at a pub quiz with colleagues in Wales, and Friday I got back and pretty much went straight to sleep. So if you're lurking in the chat, my dude, good to have you back, and I hope you're keeping well. And look, there you are on the screen. That is the end of round 3. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. Maxio over on the right hand side with 1. Silent Marina, Mr. Vertigo both with 9. Tadari's got 11. Still go with 18. Stimpson's Angling Puzzle down with 21. AB Me's got 25. Jogging's got 27. Topper on 28. Ardenfet's on 29. Reese and Apodo on 30. Nata, Colo and Fernando have got 31. Jack's got 32. A Run on 33. Oni and Mark on 35. Lupine's got 36. It's Otley on 37. Three-way in third for Zeus, Shapes and Clive all on 39. Samster's in second with 44. And Toot at the top of the tree with 48 at the moment. Still got 2 rounds to go though, where it could all change, especially if there's any maths in store. I know how much Toot loves a maths round. Let's play on. Round 4. It's the clue chain. You will be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle is a category and 5 clues, with letters gradually being added to each. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. In this round, though, spelling must be exact. Incorrect attempts will freeze you out for 8 seconds. We'll see how the RNG plays us out with the algorithm as to which letters it's going to add in. But the very best of luck to you all. Round 4 is the clue chain. Puzzle number 1. We are looking for an actress 4 and 7. for 5 points. You can have a guess if you're not sure. Mark's there for 5. Well played, my dude. For 4. And for 3. Oh, just 1 extra letter. That's very mean algorithm. But it's enough for a few people coming in for 3 points here. For 2. Kale Muller. Or K Muller, maybe that's what it is. And for a single point now. It is the brilliant, brilliant Kate Mulgrew who played Captain Catherine Janeway on the Starship Voyager. Oh, you need to. We're watching. Well, let's say we. I'm putting it on to go to sleep too. Or Meg's is going to sleep, and I'm watching every episode from the beginning of the term because I'm sure there's some I haven't seen. Love a bit of Voyager. Fun fact, Star Trek Voyager, doing the webinar earlier on for this online masters that I teach on, I referenced the Star Trek Voyager theme and arranged it for solo piano. That was a lot of fun. Love a bit of Voyager. Say what you'd like about Star Trek though. Awesome soundtrack, and Kate Mulgrew played Captain Janeway. Well done if you got some points there. Let's move on. And on we go. Puzzle number 2. We're looking for a fictional character, 6 and 5. RBA. And for 4. Saps is in for 4, tying the lead for now. For 3. And for 2. How generous is the algorithm going to be on number 1? Let's find out. Okay, not bad. Point there for the taking. All you need to do is type in the name. George Beard is what you needed there. Samster tying at the top, but then taking it back. Now 2 points clear. There's a bit of a runaway between these top two, 53 and 51, but we've still got 8 puzzles left in this game. Let's clear the board. And Not a Cat, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. Great to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Let's go on. Puzzle number 3. We're looking for a sporting team, 7 and 6. That. And for 4. And for 3. Oh, a few people solving here. Well done. For 2. Yes, it might be what it looks like. We're going to go on the 1 point. Okay, that's fairly transparent there. Type it in, get your point. Yes, this is #United, semi-professional football team based in, I want to say Brighton, somewhere on the south coast. #United, well done if you got some points out of that. Let's clear the board. Oh, it's all very close. Let's move on to the Essex. Thank you, Nat. I knew it was somewhere down south. On we go to the next puzzle. We're looking for a food. 7, 3, and 4. For 5 points. Torquay United. Might have fitted at 1 point. Wow, a lot of people getting this for 5. Well played there. For 4. Keep pressing and guessing. And for 3. Bananas and... Oh no, it's not going to be bananas, is it? Bananas and hash. Possibly. And for a single point now. Hey, we've got a perfect green board. You love to see it. Bangers and mash is what we wanted. Well done if you solved that. It's a sausage question, a true sausage question. Bananas and ash. Yeah, bananas and hashtag ash. That would work. Hashtag ash. Bangers and mash. Well played. One more puzzle in this round. Is this clue chain this round? I think it's clue chain. One more, and we're looking for a YouTube series. 63534. And for 4. Nobody yet. Oh, Apodo's there for 4. Well played. For 3. Mark coming in for 3. And for 2. And for a single point now. That's Things You Might Not Know by our great friend Tom Scott. Yes, he does a series called Things You Might Not Know. Quite like Tom Scott here. Misspellings twice. Oh, bad luck, Natter. No point. It's on a Tom Scott question. That's gotta be pain for you. And also...
What a shame.
Never mind, let's move on. That is the end of Puzzle 5. It's the end of round 4. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. So, Max Joe's on 4, Not a Cat's on 5. I need to move my phone. My phone cradle charger is there. Silent Marine's got 11. Mr. Vertigo on 19. Tadari 23. Still got 26. Puzzle Dan 29. Simpsons Angle 33. Topper, Natter, and AB Meal on 37. Jogging's got 38. Colo 39. Jack and Ardenfet's both on 40. Reese has 41. Fluid Fernando has 43. Arun 44. Oni 45. Apodo 46. Lupi 47. Shapes 48. It's only 49. Goodness me. 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh, there's no 42. So from 43 up to 49, 1 point between a lot of players there. Zeus on 51. Mark and Clive currently tied in third with 52. Samster in second with 58, but 5 points clear at the top with 63 is now cut that out. But there is one more round and still 25 points up for grabs in this final round. And it's all a blur. Yes, you will be shown 5 pictures in round 5. It's all a blur. Each picture has a category. The picture will gradually come into sharper focus. Points decrease every 10 seconds as before. Incorrect stencil frees you out for 8 seconds. Keep pressing and guessing as the picture comes into sharper focus. The sooner you get it, the more points you get. It's the literal say what you see round. Best of luck to you all. Here is puzzle number 1, and we are looking for a sporting team. I changed this from the picture I originally put in here. You'll get a cryptic clue at the 2-point mark. For 4 now. Lupi's there for 4. Jogging's there for 4. 3 points available now. Big clue coming up for 2. I think the England captain plays them. I know nothing about sports ball. And for a single point. That would be Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know if there was enough information from the sponsors or Harry Kane or the logo. Originally it was just the logo, and I realised when it unpixelated, it was basically the same from 5 points. You either know it or you didn't. Whereas that one, you knew it was a football team. Maybe you knew they played in white, and it was a bit of a guessing game beyond that cryptic clue. But we don't really do sports questions very often here, so I thought I'd throw you one. Let's clear the board and move on. Puzzle number 2. We're looking for a religious object. Few coming in for 5 here, making up for the last round. 4 points available now. And for 3. God, I like the white noise that's generated around this, like an old telly. Just say what you see. For 2 points, it's a Hanukkah centerpiece. What's it called, says Donna Cat? That's half the fun. Single point available now. That is a menorah. Menorah, the centerpiece of a Jewish Hanukkah festival. Well done if you pulled some points out of that. Let's clear the board. Tight at the top, just 3 points between Toot and Samsa now. Bit of a gap emerging between Samsa and the players in third place and below. 8 points there. Still 15 points up for grabs, so still very possible to overtake. Let's go on to puzzle number 3. We're looking for a country. And for 4. Topper's the first in for 4 points, followed closely by Jack. Well played there. 3 points available now. And for 2. Seen here, this country contains the tallest statue in the world. And for a single point. Well, I don't know if you got that. It's India. That's the Statue of Unity, the tallest statue in the world. And lots of photos of it being constructed. Very interesting to look at the photos of it being built. But well done if you solved that. Let's clear the board. Just split second out. Bad luck there, Mark. Literally repeating what's in the picture. Yeah, kind of is. But you got the extra clue. It's the tallest statue in the world. You may have known that. Right, puzzle number 4. Just 2 points between the top 2 at the moment. Puzzle number 4, and we're looking for a cartoon. This is one of mine. For 5. These last 2, I'm really happy with the pictures for these last 2, incidentally. Last 2 are mine. For 4. For 3. And for 2, a spiritual successor to Disney's Recess, except with more sarcasm. Apollo is the first there for 2 points. And after also picking up 2, and for a single point, Silent Marine's there. That's Disney's The Weekenders. Obscure. It's not that obscure. It was on Toon Disney for like all the time. No, you guys. You know what? Those characters on the right aren't the main characters. The main characters are the ones at the booth. Got to a point where I asked everyone about this show. It was a Sky TV channel, Clive. Yeah, that just showed Disney cartoons. Look, I was starting to think I made this show up. I was starting to think I made the show because no one had heard of it. Honestly, it's really, really good. It's better than Recess, is my opinion. Because the kids in Recess are 9, the kids in this are 12. So for sort of teenage me, it was wittier. It was wittier than Recess. They did 4 seasons of it. It's really good. Go and watch it. The Weekenders. You won't regret it. I promise you. Really, really good show. The Weekenders. Scooter, welcome to the game. Just in time for the last question. Better than score.
Order!
Come to order. Recess is a staple of my childhood. I forget all you young people. You don't know what it's like growing up with Recess and not having TV on demand when it was on. I'm moving on. Moving on rapidly. I'm not going to engage on Blue. So, could have been the 1990s. Yeah, so you should have seen it. Shapes. Oh. You know what? Here's puzzle 5. It's a video game. You're all rotters and I hate you. It's the same picture. Same number of pixels. No, I'm feeling very, very old, Silent Marine. For 4 points. Oh, Reese is there for 4. Well played, sir. And for 3. Samson needs to solve now, but 2's already solved. So 2 is going to take the win. And for 2, doctor required in inflator room. Adam, that was one of mine. The Weekenders, that was a replacement one that went in. For a single point. So you are absolved from all responsibility for that last question, Adam. Yeah, what a game. It's Theme Hospital. Phew, looks like the virus that caused that vomit wave has pretty much died down. Keep your hospital clean in future. What a great game that was. Theme Hospital. Did anyone play it? It's a bullfrog game. Theme radiator placement. Yeah, very much so. Very much that. Found Waldo. Ah, Sim Hospital. Yeah, similar but not quite. Scooter, welcome to the stream. I love that game so much. I spent far too much time playing that game. Theme park, yeah, same ballpark, but subtly different game. But it was Theme Hospital. Again, go and play it if you haven't. It's good fun. That is the end of Puzzle 5. It's the end of round 5 and the end of the game. So let's clear the board and check out the final scores. 2 Point Hospital was the spiritual successor to Theme Hospital. It came out a few years ago. So, Scooter joining the game quite late, finishes on 0. Maxio on 4. Notacat on 5. Silent Marine finishes on 17. Mr. Vertigo 24. Tadaru 27. Stilgar and Puzzle Dan on 30. Stimson's Angle on 37. Topper 41. Natter and Colo get 44. Unfets gets 45. AB Me 48. A Run 49. Reese 51. Jogging and Apodo on finishing on 52. Jack on 53. Fernando 54. Zeus and Shapes and Odie all finishing on 55. Getting up towards the top end now. Clive finishing in 5th place on 56. Just missing out on the medal spot with 57 is Mark. The bronze medals with 59 go to Itzotli and Lupine. The silver with 66 goes to Samster and our champion tonight with 71. And the gold medal goes to Now Cut That Out. Thank you all very much for playing. Those points will be converted into pennies and added to your penny bank when the credits roll. Enormous thanks to Adam for that pack. I'd say I had a little bit of a sprinkling of my own questions in there, but the vast majority of that was Adam. So thank you very much for your efforts, Adam, and well played, everybody. Hope you had fun with that. Nice way to warm up. Well, Crossfire was the warm-up. Nice way to get the stream rolling. But in a minute, we are going a little bit more dark and serious out of the light of Data League and into the darkness of the Hive. It's a pack by Lingo Maniac 88. It's been proofed by Colo. I've had a quick provisional glance through the questions, not in any great detail, so it will be a bit of a unveiling to me as it is to you, but it's one of my favorite games, and if you want to play in the Hive hot seat as our Queen Bee, you will need to be in the Discord. Go and join right there. You'll need to have a microphone and you'll need to be able to come and talk to me. It's packed by Lingo and it should be a lot of fun. Even if you don't get into the hot seat or you just want to play in the Hive Mind game, that's completely fine as well. Do stick around because it is coming up very soon after this break. Thank you again to Adam for the pack. Thank you all for playing. Stay right there. Game night continues with the Hive in a few minutes' time. And don't go away, because after the break we'll be back with serious action in the Hive. Thank you for joining, Hallie. Have a good rest of the night/afternoon. If you're not subscribed, you'll see some adverts, but don't worry, we won't start the next game without you. If you are subscribed, enjoy the smooth jazz/funk for the next few minutes. And when we come back, it is time for Lingo Maniac's pack in the Hive. You don't want to miss it. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome to the second part of this evening's game night, where it is time for the Hive. And it's a pack that's been written by Lingo Maniac. Lewis T and Yoshi, welcome to the stream. A reminder that if you wish to play as the controlling player of the Hive tonight, you must be in the Discord, you must have a working microphone, and be prepared to come and have a chat with me on screen. If you only want to play in the Hive Mind game, then you do not need to join this lobby. Do not join this lobby and then change your mind about it. If you join this lobby, you must be prepared to commit to being the Hive Mind player. If you only want to play in the Hive, don't join this lobby. There will be an opportunity for you to join afterwards. Plus, this game has anytime entry. It's all done through Hackbox these days. So only join this lobby in the first instance if you want to be a Hive controller player. Many thanks to Lingo Maniac for this pack and to Colo for proofing. And if you would like to be the Queen Bee tonight, type in the code. I am controlling this game from my iPad this evening. SDWJ is the room code that you will need. Come join the game. Oh yes, I haven't done the authorization bit yet. You've still got to do the old-fashioned way, whisper to the bot. I'm afraid. But yes, if you'd like to be the controlling player, come join this game. There's no exclusion method, so if you are joining this lobby, you must be prepared to come and talk to me, as it were. Right, come join. I'll give you a few minutes to come join. A minute to mellow out. This wine is fine. It's a Chateauneuf de Pop, which is is apparently very nice. I mean, yeah. I'm normally more of a Shiraz sort of person. So, you know, New World Australian wine. A little bit of the bubbly, not quite. When the clocks go forward? Back? Forward. Spring forward and fall back, isn't it? Yeah. When the clocks go forward next weekend, then the Prosecco will likely be coming thick and fast. Because Prosecco is much more of a summer drink, I feel. Welcome, Shapes. Right, a few more minutes to come and join. We've got 10 players in the game so far, vying to be our Queen Bee tonight. Let's be our 10 players tonight. They are! No, I don't know if we can do that anymore. It might be professionally untenable, shall we say. Right. That's the end of the sting. 10 of you in. Let's pick a player. Scooter Dust, you are in control of the Hive. Welcome, I believe, a first-time player. If you would like to make your way to the green room, have a little chat with Colo, who will pop you into the broadcast studio, and our game will begin. If you only want to play in the Hive game, the other 9 players who joined you are automatically in the Hive Mind. Everyone else, now is your opportunity to join, and you will form part of the Hive Mind. Remember, gold, silver, and bronze are available for the Hive players, and a place on the coveted leaderboard is up for grabs for Scooter Dust. I see him in with Colo now. So, yes, everyone else come and join the game. Come and verify your account, and let's get a decent-sized Hive for Scooter to come play this game. Here you are. Come on in. Come on in. Right, just waiting for Scooter to finish up sound checking with Colo, and then our game can begin. Error pause is off. That's a good thing. I think we had a bug last time we played this, so I wasn't able to repro. So, yeah, I was hoping that doesn't happen again. I think I might have put in a botched fix for it to temporarily get around it in case it does come up again. Right, we've got a Scooter. Scooter, good evening.
Oh,
how are you doing?
I am good, honestly. I did not expect to be in this hot seat, but here we are.
There we are. Best laid plans. I'm getting a little bit of robotic from you. It's not It's not the worst, but you're coming through at the moment. I'm also getting a little feedback from myself, but I think we can manage. I think it's probably what we call within tolerance. Everything. Am I coming through loud and clear at your end?
Yes, you are.
Good stuff. Jimmy Cato, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. If you want to come and play the Hive, come and join at Hackbox with the rune code SDWJ. Now, Scooter, you've been around these parts in some form or another for some time, but it seems like you've come back in recent days, and we've not seen you for a while. Is everything going well for you over in, I want to say New Jersey? Forgive me if that's wrong.
Close, New York.
New York. I was very close. New York. How's things going for you over there?
Things are going
Oh,
okay.
look. Triplets.
Okay, for the
Baby
meantime.
rage, baby rage, baby rage.
Sorry, G. says thank you for the 27-month subscription, and indeed triplets and 3 lots of baby rays right there. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. Well, good that things are ticking along. Have you seen the Hive before?
Not in its entirety, I believe.
Okay, well, don't worry. I'll be here to help guide you through the way. The premise is fairly... Well, the premise is relatively complicated, but I'll try and give you an abridged version of it. There are 4 phases. In each phase, you must answer 3 questions. There's 4 questions in each phase. The question you don't answer will go to the final phase, effectively phase 5. Across each phase, inside each phase, you may answer the question in one of 2 ways. You may either use the Hive or use your own brain to answer. You must use the Hive at least once, and you must use your brain at least once in each phase. When using the Hive, you can either choose to trust them or mistrust them. Trust will assume that plurality, i.e. the most popular answer given is the correct one. Mistrust will assume that the plurality of the Hive are incorrect. So even if they're wrong, if you don't know and you think they're not going to know it, you can mistrust them. The objective is to build up points. You get there's multiple choice for all questions, and they're all superlative-based questions, i.e. which is the most, which is the furthest, which is the highest, which is the most expensive, that sort of thing. Yes, you amass points. The more questions you get right, the more points that you get in your jackpot, which is what you're going to be playing for in the final phase. Hive, all you have to do is answer the simple multiple choice questions to the best of your ability, and you get more points the fewer people in the Hive get it correct. But for all intents and purposes, just try and answer the question to the best of your ability. Scooter, you've got a slightly more tactical game to think about, because you've got to think about which options you're leaving in each phase and which questions you're not answering in each phase, because they will go to the final phase, and each question in the final phase will have 5 options. Whereas in the initial phases, they will have 2, 3, or 4, depending whether you answer the first one you choose to answer will have 2, the next one 3, and the last one 4. Is that all reasonably okay with you?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Well, if you get lost or stuck along the way, don't hesitate to ask. I am here to help you out, though of course I can't tell you the answers. This is a pack from Lingomaniac. There are 19 players in the Hive so far, and we would welcome more if you want to come and join. Good luck, Scooter Dust. This is your turn to control the Hive. Let's play. As we come to phase 1, 20 points awarded for this question. 2 options for the first question, and your board is: which of these digits makes its first appearance the latest in the decimal expansion of pi? Which of these operating systems did Apple release the earliest? Which of these words makes its first appearance earliest in the Dr. Seuss book Green Eggs and Ham? According to the National Cancer Institute, which of these was estimated to have the most new cases in the US in 2022? So the first question you're going to pick will have 2 options available to it, and you can either answer it yourself or you can use the Hive in some form. In every question, the Hive will answer first.
I'm going to go with which of these operating systems did Apple release the earliest?
Is this one you're feeling confident on or not confident on?
Confident.
Confident. Okay, so we're taking a confident question first. That is a strategy you may want to revisit later, or it might be a good strategy. Nice and quiet for now, Scooter Us. We'll give it to the Hive first. Hive, this question is for you. Which of these operating systems did Apple release the earliest? El Capitan or Catalina? And time. So we have had 18 players attempt this one in the Hive. What are you thinking, Scooter? Do you think you know this one?
I'm thinking. God, I'm a Mac guy. Not what I expected this to be.
If you're not sure, you can use the Hive. With whether you think they know it or not.
I know this is on the state parks line. I'm gonna go with my brain, El Capitan.
El Capitan. Shall I lock that in? You're going to play it yourself?
Yes.
Okay, we'll lock in El Capitan. Let's have a look and see how the Hive got on. Green if you're right, Hive. Correct answer, El Capitan. Just 33% of the Hive getting this one right. 13 points if you did get it right. The Hive, you get 1 point for every player who got it wrong, plus 1. So 13 points if you gave me a correct answer. Yes, El Capitan. The options that could have come up there, Yosemite, El Capitan, Mojave, Catalina, and Big Sur, in order from earliest to most recent. From earliest to latest, the version numbers are 10.10, 10.10, 10.11, 10.14, 10.15, and 11. Starting from Big Sur, they dropped the whole 10.x version system, presumably to make things simpler. El Capitan was the right answer, and you still got all 3 answering options open to you. Let's go back to the board. So there'll be 3 options on this question, 30 points if you give me a right answer. Which are you going for next? Remember, you must use the Hive at least once, either trusting them. So there, a mistrust would have been right because plurality went for the wrong answer. Let's see how we get on with the next one. Where are you going next, Scooter?
According to the National Cancer Institute, which of these estimated to have the most new cases in the U.S. in 2022?
National Cancer Institute coming right up. Hive, over to you. According to the National Cancer Institute, which of these was estimated to have the most new cases in the US in 2022? Lung and bronchial cancer, colorectal cancer, or breast cancer? Time. Nice cheerful question for us there. Now, what do you think, Scooter?
I'm torn. I'm torn between two. Let's go to the Hive.
Okay, would you like to trust the Hive and assume that plurality is correct, or mistrust them and assume that plurality is wrong?
I'm gonna trust the Hive.
You think most of them will know this?
I believe so.
Okay, we will trust the Hive. When we trust the Hive, we lock in the correct answer straight away. If you were going to have a guess, what would you say?
I would say breast cancer because it's the most. I hate to say prominent in this in the usage of that word, but it's the. It would be the most common to me.
Okay, let's trust the Hive. The correct answer was indeed breast cancer, but let's see if the Hive managed to get that as the right answer. Green if you're right, Hive. Looks good, yes. Plurality of the Hive. 79% going with breast cancer. 5 points if you did give me that in the Hive. Well played. 11% going for colorectal and lung and bronchial cancer. The other two that could have come up there, prostate cancer and pancreatic cancer. Yeah, breast cancer, 290,560, around 99% from women. Prostate, 268,940. Lung or bronchial, 236,740. Colorectal, 151,000. And pancreatic, 62,000. Right to trust the Hive. You've got the option on the next question to either answer yourself or mistrust the Hive if you assume they are going to be wrong. But for now, let's go back to the board. One more question. The one that you don't take will go to the final phase. And it's very important to note, in the final phase, Scooter, you don't get to answer them. You must use the Hive in the final phase. So whichever question you leave, you will not get to answer yourself. 4 options are to be displayed, and there's 40 points up for grabs. What's it going to be?
Question number 1. late.
The pie question. Let's load it up. Hive, over to you. Which of these digits makes its first appearance the latest in the decimal expansion of pi? 6, 9, 5, or 7? Time. How's your pi knowledge, Scooter?
About 9 decimals.
Go on, do you want to give it to me? See, let's have 9 decimals from you then.
1, 4, 1, and I can't remember.
3.
But have you ever seen the movie Night at the Museum Battle of the Smithsonian?
I think I've seen the first one. I don't think I've seen Smithsonian.
Well, they use pi as a combination for it's a plot device, and I know that 7 isn't in it. So by that logic, I'm going to go with D7. My brain.
Out of idle curiosity, do you think most of the Hive will get this?
I'm not sure. I'm only going by my move knowledge, my math knowledge here.
Well, we will lock in 7, and we'll see how the Hive got on. 7 is your answer. We lock that in. And Hive, let's see if you got it right. Green if you were. Yes, they were, and so were you. 53%, so a mistrust wouldn't have got you the points there. 10 points if you did give me 7 in the Hive. Yeah, 5% going for 5, 11 for 9, and 32% for 6. According to Lingomaniac, a fun little mnemonic to remember the first few digits of pi. How I want to drink, alcoholic of course, after the heavy lectures involving quantum mechanics. The word lengths form the digits of pi 3.141592653588979. If this gets chosen as the first question, there's a 1 in 20 chance the choices will form 69. Wouldn't it be hilarious if it turned out this way? You got your 69, your 69.57 lingo. Scooter, it's a perfect start for you. 3 questions and 3 correct answers, which will add to your bank. We'll check that out in a minute. First of all, let's see how we're getting on in the Hive mind over here. A few people getting 2, and just 2 players getting 3. Zeus and Clive, both on a score of 28 at the top of the Hive board at the end of that round. But Scooter Dust, solid start, 90 points. That's the end of phase 1. Settling into it okay?
I am. I'm probably only going to get more difficult from here.
They do generally tend to get harder, and of course that question about Dr. Seuss's book Green Eggs and Ham will go to the final phase, which you won't get to answer. It will be entirely up to the Hive and how you place their answers. But you're doing well so far, building up your bank nicely. Let's go on to phase number 2. 50 points for this question, 2 options to be displayed, and here's your board. Ignoring re-releases, which of these speedrunning categories has the shortest world record time? Which of these airports saw the most international passengers in February 2023? If Lingo wanted to buy a 750ml bottle of Johnny Walker via Drizzly on the 12th of February when he wrote this question, which of these would cost him the most? And based on registration statistics, which of these dog breeds was the most popular in the UK in 2021? Oh, that's an interesting thing that's happened there. Okay. Canvas, why have you appeared there? That's my startup canvas. Let me get rid of that. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Right. For some reason, my startup canvas has appeared. Oh, my hackbox is disconnected. I'm hoping that everyone is still there and that I don't use the canvas for anything else. Pack selection, force play, toggle cache starter. I think I only use that canvas for the startup screen, so that should be fine. Right. Hopefully, no more gremlins. You can only see 3 questions. Okay, in which case, chap, yeah, it probably disconnected before the 4th question was sent. Assuming it has reconnected, then you should still get the questions come down. I guess we'll find out in a minute. after Scooter has selected a question. Which one would you like to see first?
Let's go with question 4. Dog breeds.
Dog breeds. Are you feeling confident or less confident on this?
Less confident, but I think I have confidence in the Hive here.
Okay, let's give it to them. Hive, 2 options. Here is your question. Hopefully it comes up on your screens. Which of these dog breeds was the most popular? Okay, I'm getting answers in. Right. I've disabled too many objects. Odd number of answers. That needs to come back. Oh, there we go. There's the question. Hopefully everything else won't now show up. So, German Shepherd or Pomeranian were the options. 18 players answered in the Hive. And hopefully that will go away in a minute. Question lozenge. Let me actually, if I just toggle the animator on that. There we go. Hopefully that will now resolve itself and all will be well. Any thoughts on this?
My mind is leaning towards German Shepherd, based on its stature and what it's bred to essentially do.
Do you want to play or do you want to use the Hive?
I want to use the Hive.
Do you want to trust them or mistrust them?
I'm going to trust them.
Okay, so you were leaning towards German Shepherd. The correct answer was German Shepherd. So you would have been right. Let's see if the Hive were. And we hope they were. Green if you're right, Hive. Looks good. 100% of the Hive getting the right answer there. Right to trust them. Just a single point going out to you, Hive, if you gave me that. Yes, German Shepherd. Actually, third of the options on our list, 8,568, 8th place. Pomeranian was 18th place, 2,632. Of the options that didn't come up, the Beagle was 21st, 2,491. The Golden Retriever was in 7th at 11,800. Any ideas what number the most popular answer was? 3rd place. Scooter, what do you think it would have been?
I want to say Golden Retriever.
Golden Retriever was 7th, 11,800.
English Bulldog?
No. It was. Come on, chat. Chat's going to tell us now. The best dog. The other best dog, Puzzle Dan.
Puzzle.
I imagine Labrador is probably number 1. This one was number 3. Go on, tell us what it was, chat. It wasn't a Chihuahua. No, it's not a Whippet, nor a Beagle. It's that one. The Cocker Spaniel. Who's currently chewing on his horn out in the corridor. Yes, it was the Cocker Spaniel. Cat, says these. Very good. The Cocker Spaniel was number 3, 38,910. Right to trust the Hive. Just a single point going out to the Hive there. Let's go back to the board. 60 points available for you on this next question, Scooter. 3 options going to be displayed. Where would you like to go next?
Well, even though I don't drink, let's go for question number 3 and
the Johnny Walker one. Let's take a look. Hive, over to you. 3 options. Take a look. If Lingo wanted to buy a 750ml bottle of Johnny Walker via Drizzly on the 12th of February when he wrote this question, which of these will cost him the most? Black Label, Red Label, or Gold Label Reserve? Looks like the overlays are back to where they should be. Time. So you're not a drinker?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Any ideas on this question?
I do have 2 unopened bottles of Red Label on my windowsill purely for decoration.
Do you know how much they cost, though?
No, they were bought in the 70s when my
oh, blimey.
So.
Right. So you're a bit blind on this question.
Yes.
Well, it's up to you. You can either answer yourself or you can mistrust the Hive if you don't think they will know. You can't trust again, unfortunately. But you can mistrust and you could answer yourself. If you mistrust, you must answer the next question on your own. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with a shot in the dark here, and I'm going to say C, Gold Label Reserve.
Gold Label Reserve. We will lock it in. And we will see how many of the Hive got it right. The 19 players who answered. Green if you're right. Good punt, and 63% of the Hive getting it for 8 points each. 5% going for Red Label, 32% for Black Label. Yeah, the other options that could have come up there were Blue Label and Green Label, which were the two most expensive. Blue Label, $230, all but 1 cent. Green Label, $83. Gold Label was the most expensive of the ones that came up, $64.19. Black Label, $35.99, and Red Label, $30.99. Right not to mistrust. If you'd mistrusted there, you would have been wrong, because plurality did get the correct answer, but you've got there under your own steam. You can either answer the next one yourself or mistrust the Hive. Let's go back to the board. Is it going to be airports or speedruns?
Let's go with airports.
Airports. We'll put speedruns into the final phase, and Hive with 4 options. Here's a question about airports. Which of these airports saw the most international passengers in February 2023? Seoul Incheon, Paris Charles de Gaulle, London Heathrow, or Dubai International? Time. Are you well travelled, Scooter?
No, the only other country I've been to is Mexico.
Aha, just next door.
My parents have been to Heathrow.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Gaul as well, or did they go to Paris? God, I honestly, I do not know, and you know what? I'm hoping the Hive does not know. I'm going to mistrust the Hive.
Okay, we will mistrust the Hive for the first time in the game. If you were going to have a punt, what would you have said?
I see a lot of these like expensive like travel videos from Dubai and the UAE, so I would think maybe Dubai.
Okay, you would have punted Dubai. We'll lock in the correct answer with a mistrust. The correct answer is actually Dubai. So we're hoping the Hive don't know this. We want to see lots of red now. Green if you're right, Hive. Ooh. Okay, the laws of the tie have prevailed for you. In the event of an exact tie, the benefit of the doubt is given to the hot seat player because there wasn't a clear plurality with the correct, or rather, there was plurality with both a correct and an incorrect answer. The incorrect answer plurality 42% London Heathrow, and the correct plurality 42% Dubai International. So we do condone that, and we do give you the points for that, Scooter Dust. Right to mistrust the Hive, although a correct answer would have got you there as well, and you were leaning towards that. Yeah, Dubai International, 4.1 million. London Heathrow was next, 3.2. Paris Charles de Gaulle, 2.4 million. Seoul Incheon, 2.1, and Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson, which didn't come up, is not in the top 10, although Atlanta has the busiest airport in the world. A lot of its flights are domestic, especially since it's Delta's main hub. And another fun fact, according to flightconnections.com, Dubai International doesn't even have any domestic flights. It's purely a hub airport.
Another fun fact, Atlanta Hartsfield was the most recent airport I was at.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Connecting to Birmingham.
Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, not Birmingham, the Midlands, UK. Very different Birmingham there. Very well done. If you did give me Dubai in the Hive there, 12 points going to you. That's the end of the phase. Scooter Dust is yet to put a foot wrong. Let's see how you're getting on in the Hive. A few 1-pointers, a few 2-pointers there. Still going Ralph picking up 3. Shapes, Fets, Cursed Oni, and Apodo also getting 3. But Zeus only getting 2 that round, but is still top of the tree with 37, just a point clear of Apodo, Oni, and Fets there. Scooter, though, you are halfway through your opening game, and you've banked 270 points. That is the end of Phase 2. Do the Birmingham accent, Ben. Which one? Birmingham, Alabama, or Birmingham, UK?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama. Something about a truck in a farmer's field, a no trespass sign, and time to kill. Big Mingham accent. Ozzy Osbourne. I used to be able to do a Birmingham accent because I come from that part of the world. But I can't anymore because I moved to the south and now I have a broad RP accent and everyone thinks I was privately educated, which is really funny. So we didn't go for the speed running questions, so we'll put that to the final phase along with the Dr. Seuss question. Something to think about, Scooter, because of course you don't answer the questions in the final phase. So you want to think about putting some easy ones and maybe some hard ones because they all have 5 options. And if you get a good broad range of difficulties of the questions into the final phase, then it can make it easier to place the percentages of each question who got it right, because that's how the final phase works. You have to place relative to the other answers. So something to bear in mind. Just an extra tactical. You might just want to leave the questions that you don't know until then. It's entirely up to you, but just something to consider. We're going to move on to phase 3. You're doing really well so far. Yet to put a foot wrong. 270 in the bank. Let's see if we can add even more as we go into phase number 3. 80 points available for this question. 2 options to be displayed, and your board is: which of these books of the Bible has the most verses? Which of these American Idol winners won their respective season most recently? Which of these letters appears most frequently in all valid 2-letter words in Collins' Scrabble words? And according to the CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics, which of these elements is the most abundant in the Earth's crust? I happen to know question 4 because I think I wrote or proofed something about it the other day, which means that may have been seen on stream recently, if you can remember. And I'm just going to check the answers to see if I'm right, and I am. And I can't help you any further than that, other than to say I know what the question 4 is. Where are you going first, Scooter?
As soon as I saw it, I figured this would be the first question, so let's go with question 4.
Onto the Earth's crust. Bear in mind, you're only going to get 2 options, so the actual most abundant may not show up. If you know what the most abundant is, that's something to bear in mind. Do you still want to play it?
Yes.
Okay. Something on the Earth's crust. Hive, over to you. According to the CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics, which of these elements is the most abundant in the Earth's crust? Is it titanium or silicon? Time. Are you happy with those options, Scooter?
Yes, I am, because one of these jumps out immediately, the other does not.
What are you going for?
I'm going to go with B, silicon, my brain.
Let's lock it in. Silicon is what you say. Over to the Hive. Let's see how many of you were right. Green if you were. Yeah, 74% getting the correct answer. Silicon there. And that was the one I knew, it's the most abundant in the Earth's crust. Then, according to the list here, silicon, aluminium, iron, then titanium, and finally copper. These values are according to the 97th edition, published 2016-17. I don't think they changed much since then. Silicon, 282,000 ppm. Aluminium, 82,300 ppm. Iron, 56.3 ppm. Titanium, 5,650 ppm. And copper, 60 ppm. I think that's parts per million, I assume. So 282,000 parts per million is quite a lot. Good answer. Well played yourself. 6 points if you did go for silicon in the Hive. And you've got all 3 answering options available to you, Scooter. Trust, mistrust, and answer yourself. Let's go back to the board. So the Bible, American Idol, or Scrabble words?
Which, number 1?
The Bible verses. 3 options to be displayed. Hive, over to you. Which of these books of the Bible has the most verses? Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus. I love this question. Anything to do with Bible literature, I'm all over this as questions go. Right, 3 answering options available to you. 3 options on the question, Scooter. Anything leaping out at you?
Exodus is the last. Oh, man, I wish I remembered my religious school teaching.
Remember,
Trust the Hive here.
You want to trust them. You think they're going to know this.
Yes.
If you were going to play, what would you say?
Numbers.
Okay. Let's lock in the correct answer, which is numbers. You would have been right. Let's see if the Hive were. Green if you're right. Oh, doesn't look good. Oh, it's the first foot wrong. 44% have gone for Exodus. For what it's worth, Hive, that's what I probably would have gone for. Scooter, do you want to have to guess as to what the other two options that didn't come up would have been?
Psalms and Song of Solomon?
No, it's the first 5 books of the Bible. So Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy would have been the other one. But Numbers is the most popular. So the actual order goes Genesis has the most, then Numbers, then Exodus, then Deuteronomy, and finally Leviticus. According to Lingo here, slightly different depending whether you use a Jewish or Christian theological source, but it only differs by a handful. Genesis 1,530-ish, Exodus 1,209-ish, Leviticus 859, Numbers 1,288, slightly more, only about 80 or so more than Exodus, and Deuteronomy 955-ish.
I happen to be Jewish, so...
Bad luck on that one. 44% of the Hive going for the wrong answer, so wrong to trust them, but you have still got a mistrust and you can still answer the next one on your own. Well done if you did give me numbers in the Hive. 13 points to you. One more question in this phase, Scooter. Is it going to be on American Idol or Scrabble words?
I'm an avid Scrabble player, so let's go with which of these appears most frequently in all the two-letter.
Okay. Let's take a look at the Scrabble question. 4 options, Hive, over to you. Which of these letters appears most frequently in all valid 2-letter words in Colin's Scrabble words? A, E, U, or O? Answer with the letter on the left. Or press the button, because it's hackboxing it. Time. Still got just getting an answer in the nick of time. Do you want to talk me through your logic here? You can either mistrust them, or you can answer yourself. What are you thinking?
Well, the letter I thought is not on this list.
Oh, were you thinking I?
Yes.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna mistrust the Hive.
You don't think they'll know?
I think it's gonna be split, quite honestly.
Okay. If you were going to play, what would you have said?
I would have said A.
A. Okay. Well, we'll mistrust the Hive and lock in the correct answer, which is O. So let's see if the Hive were right. Green if you were. Bad for the Hive, but good for us here, Scooter Dust. Only 2 players getting it right. Very well played. Right to mistrust the Hive. The answer was O. 11%. Just 11% going for that. And 18 points if you did give for that. The majority were thinking the same as you, Scooter. 74% going for A there. There are actually 33 O words, 31 A words, 27 E words, and 14 U words. I, which wasn't selected, has 20. So right to mistrust the Hive. Very good decision there. And 18 points if you did give me O in the Hive. Very well played. That's coming to the end of phase 3. Let's see how the Hive got on. Natter picking up 2 of them. Halo picking up 2 of them. Stilgar and Shapes and Fetz picking up 2. Stimson's Angle picking up all 3 there. Very well played. But it's Fetz who goes to the top of the board there with 67 points. Quite a margin opening up here as well. 67 clearing Stimson's Angles 51 and Shapes currently in third with 50. Scooter, you've only made 1 false move so far. You've got 440 in your bank. There is 1 more phase before the final. And we hope you can take away as much of that jackpot as possible. For now, that is the end of phase 3. So leaving out the American Idol questions, I mean, are you not a fan of American Idol, or do you think it's something the Hive will or won't know? Or?
I think that's something the Hive will know.
So hoping it's going to be an easy question for them.
Yep.
Well, it goes into the pile with the speed running and the green eggs and ham question, which will go in the final phase, which we will see after the next one. But there's one more question needs to go into that final phase. And there's 4 more questions going to be put onto a board for you to answer 3 of as we go to phase number 4. 100 points available here. 2 options to be displayed on the first, and your board is... Which of these denominations of US currency features the person who died most recently? Which of these animated series has the most episodes in its first season? Which of these actors from The Breakfast Club plays the character whose first name comes earliest alphabetically? Which of these NFL teams has made the most Super Bowl appearances within the past 10 years? And I will clarify that on the Breakfast Club question, we are looking at comes first alphabetically by forename. We are not paying attention to surnames on that question. So thoughts?
So Breakfast Club is going by first name of the character.
First name of character alphabetically, yes. The first name, the actor of the character whose first name appears first alphabetically. Takes a little bit of unpicking, that question, but I thought we'd just be absolutely clear about it.
All right, let's go with the Breakfast Club question.
Have you seen it?
Yes, many times.
Okay, let's take a look at it. 2 options. Hive, over to you. Which of these actors from The Breakfast Club plays the character whose first name comes earliest alphabetically? Judd Nelson or Ali Sheedy? I've just realised it says first name in the question, so that clarification was entirely unnecessary, because it says it there. But better safe than sorry. Time. Okay. So who do these people play, Scooter?
Well, Judd Nelson plays the eponymous Bender, John Bender, one of the most iconic roles in film history, not to mention John Hughes' milieu. And Ali Sheedy plays Allison, who loved to put 50 sticks on her sandwiches, regardless of what else was on the sandwich. So, be Ali Sheedy.
Let's lock in Ali Sheedy. And we'll see how the Hive got on. Green if you were right. Yeah, very Google that, ABB. Well, there's a purge sting in the middle of the Hive, which is always a scary moment. Thank you very much, A Few Good Taters, for the follow. Welcome to the game. Ali Sheedy was the right answer. Hive actually not correct in their estimation. Only 47%, very close to the cursed ratio there. But 47% go for Ali Sheedy. 53% went for Judd Nelson. 11 points if you did give me Ali Sheedy in the Hive there. Yeah, Judd Nelson. Bender is actually his last name. Do you know what his first name is?
John.
It's John. So, I mean, you're getting quite fortunate with Alison there, but had Molly Ringwolf come up, who plays... Claire, that would have been a slightly more problematic question, possibly. But yeah, John, because Bender's his last name. Anthony Michael Hall, who played Brian, and Emilio Estevez, who played Andrew or Andy, were the options that could have come up there. But clearly, very good Breakfast Club knowledge there. And you've left all 3 answering options available as we go back to the board. US currencies, animated series, or NFL teams and the Super Bowl. What's next?
Animated series, please.
Animated series, 110 points up for grabs. 3 options. Hive, over to you. Which of these animated series has the most episodes in its first season? Death Note, Food Wars, or Neon Genesis Evangelion? And that's time. So, you seen any of these?
I've heard of two of them. I've only seen the live action version of one of them.
Would that be Evangelion by any chance?
No, that'd be Death Note.
No, Death Note, okay. Live action Evangelion would be a thing to behold, I'm sure. What are you thinking? Do you want to play this yourself? Do you want to use the Hive?
I'm going to use the Hive, and I'm going to trust them.
Do you think they'll know?
I'm hoping they will.
Okay. If you were going to play, what would you say?
Death Note, based on the notion that there's 2 movies of it on Netflix.
Okay. The correct answer is Death Note indeed. So if you had played, you'd have been right. Let's put our faith in the Hive and hope that they're right. Green if you are. Oh, it's good. Yes, indeed. 53% of the Hive going for the correct answer there. Right to trust the Hive. And well done if you went for Death Note there, Hive. 10 points going to you. Yeah, actually, these were the 3 shortest series from the options that could have come up. Death Note 37, Neon Genesis Evangelion 26, and Food Wars 24. Digimon Adventure, which could have come up, would have been 54. And One Piece was 61. But neither of those coming up. Another correct decision from you, Scooter Dust, and more money going into your bank. There's one more question before the final phase, which you can either answer yourself or mistrust. Or mistrust the Hive. Let's go back to your board. US currency or Super Bowl appearances? D, the Weekenders.
Let's go with Super Bowl appearances.
We're going to leave US currency for the final phase then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4 options. Hive, over to you. Which of these NFL teams has made the most Super Bowl appearances within the past 10 years? Kansas City Chiefs, New England Patriots, New York Giants, San Francisco 49ers. Time. 17 players attempting in the Hive. Any strong thoughts?
There's 2. I know it's not my New York Giants because the last time they won was 2012.
It does ask for appearance. It does ask for appearances rather than wins. If that
I believe
helps.
that was also the last time.
Oh, was that also the last appearance as well? Fair enough.
They tried this season and just failed. Patriots. I'm bringing Chiefs.
You have got that mistrust there as well. If you don't think the Hive will know,
I'm going to mistrust the mob.
The Hive.
Oh, the Hive. The mob. The Hive. Oh my god.
You're not the first person to make that error. Don't worry about it. Mistrust. If you were going to play, what would you say?
I would say the Chiefs, only because I think they're 3 in the last 5, so I'm going by majority that way.
Okay. Well, we'll mistrust the Hive and lock in the correct answer, which is the New England Patriots. So you'd have been wrong. Let's see if the Hive were wrong as well. Green if you're right. Oh, that's a lot of green. No, they were right. 65% going for the correct answer. So stuck between a rock and a hard place there. I think you had focused in on the wrong answer, but you didn't have that trust left. If you had a trust left, do you think you'd have trusted them, or do you think you'd have still mistrusted?
I think I still would have mistrusted. I think my mind would have betrayed me.
Fair enough. Well, 65%. Well done if you did give me New England Patriots. 7 points to you in the Hive. 24% for Kansas City Chiefs and 12% for San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, the Patriots won in 2015, 17 and 19 and lost in 2018 to the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's 4 appearances. Kansas City Chiefs won in 2020 and 2023, lost in 2021 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's 3. The Seahawks won in 2014, which weren't up on the board. Won in 2014, lost in 2021 2015 to the New England Patriots. So 2. The 49ers lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in 2020. This was the last time they won the the last time they won the Super Bowl was 1995 against the San Diego Chargers, now known as the Los Angeles Chargers. Amusingly, the 49ers scored 49 points against the Chargers 26. And as you very correctly pointed out, the Giants haven't been to a Super Bowl since 2012, where they won against... Who did they beat?
The Patriots.
It was the New England Patriots. Very good knowledge there, but unfortunately not enough to secure you that final forage of points. Brand new Halo, welcome to the stream. Let's just see how the Hive got on. A few null points there, a couple of 2 points. Ralph picking up 3, Jimmy picking up 3. Fetz still at the top though, the gap closing down a bit, and it is very close up at the top here. Fetz with a bit of a lead of 74 despite only getting 1. Shapes on 67, Stilgar on 66, Jimmy 64, Stimpson on 62, Oni and Ralph both on 60. So much to play for because there are still 5 questions to come in the final phase, and Hive, your scoring remains the same, though Scooter Dust has got a very different game to play. You are up to 650 points in your bank, Scooter Dust, and I can tell you at this stage... Oh, hello. Another great big noise. Pickled Rick 82. Pickled Rick. Love a bit of Rick and Morty. Though, yeah, it's fallen from grace somewhat, what with the creator being a terrible human being. But thank you very much for the follow, Pickled Rick. Hope you're keeping well. Let's take a look at the Hive leaderboard just before we go to the final phase. I can say that atop of the Hive leaderboard is Itzotli with 750. He played all but what he got 11 out of 12 in his opening game and then got a perfect final. But Spokes is in second with 610. Curiously, those are both the players who play cash games, incidentally. So if you can do a perfect final here, Scooter Dust, you will go into second place on the leaderboard. Pickle Rick, yeah, love a bit of quiz. We all do here. You're in good company. Welcome to the stream. If you want to play in the final phase, Pickled Rick, head over to hackbox.ca and join with the room code that'll appear on the screen in just a minute. You'll be very welcome to come and join in with the game. Great to have you with us. So, a chance for second place on the leaderboard here, Scooter Dust, but you've got to battle your way through the final phase first of all. That, for now, is the end of phase 4. And Pickle Rick, if you want to come and play SDWJ, you'll need to whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot after joining with the one-time password that will be sent to you. Whisper it to Persephone's Twitch bot and you will be validated in the game and you will appear on the screen through the magic of Twitch lib. So, Scooter Dust, you are in a very strong position. 650 potentially up for grabs, 650 pennies, and that's second place on the leaderboard. It's going to wait for Pickled Rick to appear. Hopefully he can whisper that OTP to Persephone's Twitch bot, and it'll go any second now. Hopefully. You can also type it in public chat. It will also validate the password that way. I'll just give Pickled Rick a second. Because I can see that he's joined the Hackbox room. And you're also... No, he's joined the Hackbox room, so just kind of wait for him to validate. You are also welcome to lurk. No pressure on you, but I can see you've joined the Hackbox room. So it's just the authentication to the bot. Okay, we'll stop putting so much pressure on Pickled Rick. Scooter, how do you feel your game's gone?
Pretty well so far, I think.
I would say so. There he is, Pickled Rick! Welcome to the game, Pickled Rick. And Silent Breed as well. Welcome on in. Great to have you with us. So, there's 5 more questions to face, and let me just go over how the final works for you, because I know you said you haven't played it before. You don't get to answer any of these questions. 4 of them you'll have seen before, but not the options. They're the ones you rejected from the first 4 phases. One of them, the first question, will be the control question of the final, which no one will have seen before. For all of these questions, there will be 5 options. And you will have to place, relative to the other answers, how many players in the Hive got it right. Okay? So the first one will set the benchmark, and no one will have seen this question before. After that, you've got to decide how well you think the Hive have answered each question. Obviously, it gets more difficult the more percentages are up on the board, and so the more options there are to choose from, the higher your reward. That's the rules. Let's go to the final phase. And And there we have that 650 divided into 10%, 15%, 25%, and 50%. Those are the values that you can win for each correct placement. 65, 98, 163, and 325 pennies. Proogs, welcome to the stream, my dude. Great to have you with us. Just in time for the end of the Hive, and possibly some Spacey 4 game as well. I know how much you like that, Proogs. Proogs, if you want to play in the final phase of the Hive, there's the room code, and it's over at Hackbox. You'll need to come and join in. So, Scooter Dust, you have been a smashing contestant, I have to say. You've had a great game so far, and we don't like to see anyone go away empty-handed, so no matter what else happens tonight, we will underwrite your score by 10 points for every question that you've gotten right, which means you'll leave with a minimum of 100 pennies, no matter what else happens. But we'd like to give you a lot more than that. Potentially, actually, I forgot about the underwriting, which means you could equal it Sotley's place at the top with 750. Player 2, welcome to the game. So yeah, 100 there, 650 potential. If you can get a perfect final, you will equal it Sotley at the top. I wish you the best of luck. The Hive are going to get 5 options for each of these 5 questions. You don't have to do anything for the first. It's just going to set the benchmark. So Hive, over to you. Welcome, Proogs, to the game. Over to you for this first question of the final phase. Which of these performers appeared in the most episodes of Clive Anderson's Whose Line Is It Anyway? 5 options, and they are Steve Frost, Tony Slattery, Josie Lawrence, Sandy Toksvig, or John Sessions? Time. 23 players have attempted this in the Hive. Have you seen this show?
Yes, both versions, and most of the hosts, I'd say.
Say one more time. I just lost you a minute then.
I've seen both the UK and the US version quite a lot. And the Drew Carey era, the Aisha Tyler era, and there's a Twitch channel that I don't know if it exists anymore, but it shows Whose Line Is It Anyway around the clock. So.
Oh wow, nice. I know there was a Mr. Bean channel that did that as well, but Whose Line Is It Anyway as well? I mean, out of these, who would you say have been on the most?
Tony Slattery is the name that jumps out.
Let's have a look, shall we? It's not. It's Josie Lawrence is the most popular. Tony Slattery 49 times, Josie Lawrence 53. So not a lot in it. Steve Frost 33, John Sessions 24, Sandy Toksvig 15. Let's see how many got that right in the Hive. Let's see how many players said Josie Lawrence. Not many, 8.7%, which is possibly good for you because it sets quite a low benchmark. 22 points if you were one of the players who gave that answer there. Very well played. So now you've got to fit your answers around 8.7% for this next question. 65 pennies and only 2 options. It's going to be higher or lower. The questions from the earlier phases will come up in a random order. Let's start with this one. Hive, over to you. Which of these words makes its first appearance earliest in the Dr. Seuss book Green Eggs and Ham? Right the way back to phase 1, 5 options, and they are B. Try, could, train, fox. Time. Have you read this one?
Oh, very much so.
Do you know what the answer is?
I believe it's could. Yeah, I would not, could not, and such.
Let's have a look, shall we? It's actually fox. And according to Lingo, they are just 5 of the 50 unique words found in the book. Fox, could, be, train, try is the order. So, based on that, how many in the Hive do you think got that one right? Do you think it's more or less than 8.7%?
I'm gonna say more.
More than 8.7%. So we're going to lock in B. Let's find out how many people put Fox. I'm afraid not. Just 4.5%. That sounds like it's just one player going for Fox. So unfortunately, we don't get that 65, and that goes into the ether. It sounds like it was Topper who maybe went for Fox on that one. But yeah, 4.5% going for Fox. Nobody going for Train. 45% were with you and went with Could. 31% went with Try and 18% with B. So we don't get that 65 penny reward. But on the plus side, that's two very low figures to work with, 4.5 and 8.7. They're quite close together. And yes, that will be big points, Topper. 22 points going to you for getting that correct answer. You've still got 100. Let's add another 98 to it as we go to the next question. Coming from phase 4, which of these American Idol winners won their respective season most recently? Sorry, phase 3. Carrie Underwood, David Cook, Taylor Hicks, Jordan Sparks, or Chris Allen? This is phase 3 question. We have Silent Marine. Yeah, we've seen a 0% before. Not often, but it has happened. There's time. 22 players have attempted that one. Any ideas?
Well, I know Carrie, David, and Jordan were all at the same time. Or am I confusing David with Taylor? God, you know, I'm thinking it's either Chris or Taylor.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it was Chris Allen who won Series 8. David Cook was 7, Jordan Sparks 6, Taylor Hicks 5, and Carrie Underwood was 4. So, it doesn't matter whether you know it or not. Do the Hive know it, and if so, how many of them? Less than 4.5, between 4.5 and 8.7, or more than 8.7? 98 pennies on the line.
I'm gonna go with more.
More than 8.7. Okay, let's lock in C. How many people said Chris Allen? Good decision, yes. Quite a few more getting that, 36.4%. It was the most popular answer there. 22% went for David Cook, who won Series 7. 18% went for Jordan Sparks, who won Series 6. 13% went for Carrie Underwood, who was Series 4, and 9% for Taylor Hicks, who was Series 5. So almost the answers reflecting the actual order, but it doesn't matter. You made the right decision. 98 points added to your jackpot, and 15 points if you gave me Chris Allen in the Hive. Very well played. So it gets a bit more tricky now. You've got two very low numbers and one sort of in the middle, third and middle of the way there, 36.4%. 163 pennies up for grabs on this next one. Let's have another question for the Hive. Going to phase number 2, ignoring re-releases. Which of these speedrunning categories has the shortest world record time? Super Mario 3D World any percent, Super Mario Odyssey any percent, Super Mario 64 70 stars, Super Mario Sunshine any percent, or Super Mario 3D Land any percent? What a question. 21 players have attempted it in the Hive. Any thoughts coming into this?
I know Super Mario 64 70 star has a ridiculously low record time, so I would put my money on Super Mario 64 70 star.
You'd be absolutely right. Question is, how many of the Hive knew that? Where would you place it? Less than 4.5, between 4.5 and 8.7, between 8.7 and 36, or more than 36?
Between 8.7 and 36.
C?
Yes.
All right, we'll lock in C. How many people said Super Mario 64 70 star? Good decision. Well played. Right
Ooh.
slap bang. Well, not quite slap bang in the middle, but pretty close to the 36, but 28.6% going for that. Good decision. You've just earned yourself another 163 pennies, taking your jackpot up to 360. So 70 star is 46 minutes 56. 3D Land 53.51, Odyssey 56.55, Super Mario Sunshine 1:13:30, and 3D World 1 hour 35.50. 1:26:42 on the Switch re-release, but it's still the slowest among those 5. Very good decision. You're up to 360 in the bank, and there's one more question. It could nearly double your total, taking you up to 685, which would put you second on the board. If you crash out now, you will go tied 9th with our friend Huds601. If you give me a right decision here, you go straight into second position, bested only by Itsotley. So, big decision. Going to be less than 4, between 4.5 and... Sorry, less than 4.5, between 4.5 and 8.7, between 8.7 and 28, between 28 and 36, or more than 36. The question, you should be able to work out what is coming up. It is the Phase 4 question. I think it's something to do with currencies. Best of luck. Hive, over to you. Which of these denominations of US currency features the person who died most recently? $50 bill, $10 bill, $100 bill, $5 bill, or $20 bill? And time. Kamikaze, welcome to the stream. This is a Hackbox game. You've just missed the last question, I'm afraid. So you'll have to come back next week for more trivia. 22 players have answered. It's a Hackbox one, Kamikaze, and that was the last question, I'm afraid. So, right. Scooter, talk me through who is on each of these bills.
$5 bill is Lincoln. The $10 bill is Jefferson?
No.
No, Johnson.
No. Not a president.
Oh, Franklin.
The other one.
Oh my God, why is this blanking me?
It's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Hamilton on the 10. The 100?
Damn you, Lin-Manuel Miranda. 100 is Franklin.
That's Franklin.
The 20 is Jefferson.
No, it's not. Different J.
Oh, God. That's Johnson.
No, it's not. Different J. The terrible president. The awful, awful man.
Bush? No,
Andrew Jackson on the 20.
Jackson.
And the 5?
There's so many. I said the 5. 5 was Lincoln.
Oh, 5 is Lincoln, yes, indeed.
The 50 is Grant.
Yes, 50 is Ulysses S. Grant. I'm not going to tell you the years. I don't mind telling you that you're right or wrong on those. Also, because you don't have to answer the question. Who died most recently of those ones that we've named there?
I'd go with Grant.
And you'd be right. But you're right, and you've named most of them. How did the Hive get on? How many people know that the most recent death is on the $50 bill of those 5 options? This is what it comes down to. 325 pennies on the line. Less than 4.5%, between 4.5 and 8.7, between 8.7 and 28.6, between 28.6 and 36.4, or more than 36.4. What do you think?
Are you allowed to give me the numbers these percentages represent?
No.
Okay then. All right.
Well, I mean, I don't have that information. Basically, I can't, so I couldn't work it out.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because there's a different number of players answering on each question, but there's 22, so we could work it out. So 50% would be 11. 11 players getting it right. 27%-ish would be about 6 players getting it right. So, depends how many you think got this one right.
I'm gonna put it in D.
Between 28.6 and 36.4.
Yes.
Okay, we will lock in D. Well, let's find out how many people said $50 bill. Oh, you were so close. You were so close. Just more than 36.4. It was 40.9% went for the right answer of $50 bill. 13% went for 10 and 100. 9% went for 5. 22% went for $20 bill. And a note from Lingo here. In a few years, $20 may end up being the correct answer. Harriet Tubman, who died in 1913, is on track to replace Jackson as the $20 starting in 2030 as part of a process of redesigning all the banknotes from $5 and up. Topper saying considerably more than I expected. You smart people. Indeed, the Hive have done their thing and done very well there. They have denied you 325 pennies, but Scooter, you do leave with 360 pennies that will be added on to your penny bank and put you in joint 9th place with our great friend Huds. That's great company that you're keeping there. 360 pennies straight into 9th place there. Scooter, it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you this evening. Have you enjoyed the game?
Oh, absolutely. I was debating between D and E on that one, and
very tight call. Very, very tight. Say not many more. There's probably maybe only 1 or 2 players more than you'd anticipated, but them's the breaks. This is a very tough end game, it has to be said, but you've given us a splendid performance and say 10 questions right in the main game, and then a sterling effort here at the end. It's been great having you. 360 pennies to you, and Scooter Dust, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope to speak to you again soon.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a great game from Scooter Dust there. 360 pennies is what he takes back to New York. And a message from our sponsor, Kamikaze.
Just came home from work when I entered. Gotta earn a living to pay the bills, you know.
Yeah.
Also, GG Scooter.
GG Scooter D. Thank you very much for the 3-month subscription there, Kamikaze. Well, this is a spacey full game at the end, so you can still take part in that. But a great performance, 10 out of 12, but then 2 out of 4 in the final, leaves with 360. Great to have Scooter back in. Let's see how we got on in the Hive, gold, silver and bronze. And I know Topper was celebrating a big windfall on the 4.5% question. Let's see what the final scores are in our Hive game. Not enough, Topper. You're finishing 15. Very, very sporadically answered questions there in the final. But look at this. We've got a tie, a 3-way tie for bronze. Zeus, Shapes and Tadaru, all with 81 points. And take home a bronze medal. Stilgar in second, just a point ahead with 82, but it's Fetz way out ahead. I won a quiz first time. Very well played, Arden Fetz. 110, that is a stonking score. But such is the nature of this game. If you get the obscure ones, you get more points than you do for the ones that everyone tends to know. So great score, 110, and a gold medal to go with that. And of course, all of the points that you've got there tonight will be converted into pennies when the credits roll. But it's Scooter Dust who leaves with 360 pennies at the end of the night. I hope you've had fun playing the Hive. I love this game. Huge thanks to Lingo Maniac for that question pack and to Cola who proofed it as well. A really, really good pack. Some good trivia to get our teeth into there. Really enjoyed that. And lovely to chat with Scooter Dust there as well. I can leave the room now, can't I? I can... there we go, because I don't need to speak anymore. So my little bar across the bottom will disappear. So those are the medals. Fetz taking the gold, Stilgar taking the silver, Tadari Shapes and Zeus taking the bronze. I hope you've all had fun. Stick around because Spacey Fall Game to wrap the night up is coming up very shortly. But once again, thank you to Lingo and to Colo who proved. Hope you've enjoyed playing the Hive. Stick around for some space balls in just a few minutes' time. And I've just realised it's the night of the Adams, because we had just Adam and Teddy writing Data Leak, and we've had Adam G, which is Lingo's credited name here. I don't know if that's actually Lingo's name, but he gets credited under Adam G for the games here. So, yeah, we had Night of the Sams last weekend, and it's Night of the Adams tonight. So, funny how these things turn out. But huge thanks to Lingo for that pack. And well done to Scooter Dust. Penny should have been updated. Let me give you a bonus. Let me turn the camera back on as well. What have we just played? Hive. Have some Hive bonuses. And the bonus is 82. Generous. Bot is generous. Hive 82. Type it in for some bonus pennies right now. And I'm just going to load up Spacey Fall Game. In fact, I can probably come over to Just Cam for now, can't I? Game over. Well done, iPad. You survived the night there. Yes, controlling that from the iPad is much more fun. Full game, last played 2 weeks ago. Player 2, welcome to the stream. Oh, Mr. Vertigo cashing in 10,000 pennies. I must, cashing in 100 pennies, 10,000 micro pennies. Let me add those on. Well, I'll do it once I've closed this bonus. Mr. Vertigo, 100 pennies. Oh, and Clive. Oh my god, all the pennies requests are coming in now. Okay, I will do those in just a second. I'm going to close that bonus in 3 and 2 and 1 and... There we go. Yeah, so Jimmy, there's you get micro pennies, or the little thing you press the button and you get micro pennies just for watching. You can cash those in, and I will turn them into actual pennies, which are the channel currency. These are the things that go into the end of season prize draw. The more basically your pennies end up being like raffle tickets at the end of the season. The more pennies you have, the more chance you have of winning a prize come the end of the season. Yeah, you get pennies for performances in game, and those bonuses that I just shot up there, like the Hive 82. All of those are pennies, and the micro pennies, which are the automated Twitch ones, they're the ones that you can convert into full fat pennies. Player 2, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Let me add on these bonuses while we're here. So Mr. Vertigo wants 100 pennies. Award and markers complete. Clive, I'll come back to you because I need to change the value. To Daru wants 100 pennies. Let's give to Daru 100 pennies. Markers complete. Scooter Dust wants 100 pennies. Scooter Dust was 100 pennies. And Clive wants 500 pennies. Markers complete. And Clive has been saving his micro pennies. So yes, it's the more you have, the exchange rate gets slightly better. So 100 is 10,000. And then 500 is only like 30,000 or something. I don't know, but I can't remember what the exchange rate is. But the longer you hang on to those micro pennies, the more they end up being worth for penny exchange rate. So, anyone want some more? Left or right? Oh, does it not get better? Oh, snap! Have I normalised it? Oh, fair enough. You want to show me the pupper score? Okay, let me go and get. We're going to get a dog for you. For every player who joins this game, we'll add 10 pennies to the jackpot. Left or right, we'll lose whoever is in the column that loses, and then we keep going until there's one player left, who then wins bank. 250 so far. Find a puppy. Dex. He's having cuddles with Mrs. Flush at the moment. I'll hang on to that until next time. Score. We'll see if he does that. Hello, Ben Shay. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. 260 pennies up for grabs. 30 seconds on subsequent stages. So the more players join, the more chance you have of winning. There's a Zeus coming in to make it 280. Can we get to 300 in the last 5 seconds? Any late joiners? Arun coming in to fall down into the depths of... So 290 going to the winner. I'm going to change it up and go right this time, since I survived that first round. So everyone who survived gets to type again. Stilgar saying fight. It can't just be left with me and score. Someone else needs to come right. Pickle Rick, if you didn't survive the first round, then you can't go into the second round, unfortunately. So only the names on the screen. 2, Oni. Oof! I don't know who that was who joined there. It must have been 2. And it is us. So 2 mods. 2 doesn't need any more pennies. And Silent Marine. Okay. If I end up winning, I'll be very annoyed. Alright, we split it 50-50. Let's speed this up. Score versus Silent Marine. Pennies for Toot. He needs some, bless him. Right, score Silent Marine, 290 pennies up for grabs. Left or right? Score's going to let Silent pick. Is that a tacit suggestion that he's going to go the other way? Is Eric still going? Yeah, we're going to go raid Eric. Oh, no, Eric has stopped streaming. Okay, Eric, we're not going to go raid Eric because he's no longer live. Right, Silent Marine's gone left. Score! You've won 290 pennies. Well played. I can't do anything about it. It's automatically added on. There you go. Well played. You chose poorly. Where's my button?
Pain.
There it is.
What a shame.
Oh, bad luck, Silent Marine. Well done, score. 290 pennies. Shall we play again? Let's do one more. One more. Left or right? Very interesting physics effects on these balls when they land. Left or right? $280. Can we get more than last time? Love the bouncy balls. Yeah, the physics are interesting. What have we got coming up this week? Let me have a look. Bash is here, I think, on Wednesday and Friday. Still not updated his stream schedule yet, which is fine. Although I am seeing some Million Duke drop stuff happening in his creations channel. That looks very dooty. So Million Duke drop possibly coming soon on Ash's channel, but I don't know exactly what he's got this week. But oh, we got it to 300. Oh, and a run survives this time, as do I. There's Ash the Bash's channel. Go give him a follow if you're not already. So he's got Million Duke drop that he's looks like he's working on at the moment. It does look very fine, I have to say. So go give Ash a little follow. He'll be here Wednesday and Friday GMT for the last time, because of course the clocks go forward next weekend. I'm still going to be on GMT next weekend because it's the Saturday night into the Sunday, or the Sunday morning rather, the clocks change. So GMT next week, but after that we're going into British summertime. But that's Ash, Wednesday and Friday, 8 PM, twitch.tv/80_bash. I don't know what Prey is up to, but Prey is streaming on... Oh, no, that's not how I do it. Did I win? Oh, I did. I'm going to have to type something else. Prey Streams does other game show stuff either Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly when he's doing that, but go give him a follow, 8 PM on either Monday or Tuesday. Should I type something? I'm going to go with Proogs on the right. So, yeah, that's all good. And finally, Topper, our great friend Topper1 Gaming, he's going to be back on Thursday with... Hey, it's me, Aaron and Proogs. I'll let you two decide, and then I will decide thereafter, because I don't want to win, basically. So, Topper is here on Thursday with... I'm looking at the wrong thumbnail there. Word Chain Royale, Checklist, and the 21st question. And Checklist has been written by yours truly, or rather me and Mrs. Flush, and we really must accelerate on that this week. I know I need to get it to him sooner rather than later. Topper, I'll try and get that finished tomorrow for you. Oh crap, I need to type something. Ha! That's it! This is what happens when I do... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. That's, I did not mean to win that! It's because I was doing continuity. I'm doing continuity and I didn't pay attention to the fact that Proogs and Arun have both gone the same way, and I thought, I'll just go in the column that no one's in. Yeah, that would be Mini Flush behind me. Right. Okay, well, I will take the 300 pennies, but because I control the game, I'm going to roll it into the jackpot again. And we're going to start it at 300 pennies. If I win it again, I'm not rolling it over a third time. That would be mad. But yeah, anyway, toppers here on Thursday with Strike It Lucky by Colo, Check This by myself and Mrs. Flush, and the 21st question by Oni. So that should be a really good stream. Everyone's going the same way as me this time. So yeah, do go give him a follow. Topper, I will get that pack to you hopefully tomorrow. So that's hopefully plenty of time to get it proof. But yeah, looking forward to that. That's going to be Thursday, 8 PM GMT. Over on Topper's channel, twitch.tv/Topper1Gaming. And I think that's all the continuity, apart from my own, which is to say I am going to be back next Saturday with... What have we got next Saturday? Battlefront, The Abyss, and Red Herrings. Right, am I losing this time? Oh, for God's sake, I've got to type something else. Who's writing what next weekend? Let's take a little look, shall we? We have got Battlefront by Oni, we've got The Abyss by Fired, and we've got Red Herrings by Dogfish. I know that Dogfish's pack came in the last couple of days, and it's looking very tasty indeed. Fired, I know, has nearly finished his Abyss questions, and Oni's Battlefront has been in for some time, so that's all good. That's going to be next Saturday right here, twitch.tv/royal_flush, 8 PM GMT for the last time until October in GMT, after which we will switch over to British summertime, because don't forget, in the UK, the clocks go forward next Sunday morning, so GMT for another week, and thereafter heading into the British summertime. Right, I've not won this time, which is good. Let's finish this game off. An extra 300 pennies in here, remember, so 570 pennies going to the winner. And yeah, we'll wrap this up. What have we played tonight? Oops. That could stay open. Crossfire. No, stop opening files. Crossfire, the Hive. Oh, for God's sake. Google Docs, sort your life out. I don't want to open you. Have I put this on a different view? Because it's doing something different now. And I want to move these files. Okay, has Google Drive like updated its view? Oh no, it's just signed me out, that's why it's... Okay. Let's log back in. No, don't do that. Oh, am I just on the wrong profile? That's why it was doing weird things. Maxio, Stilgart and brand new Halo still alive while I'm arguing with my Google Drive. Oh, Stilgart and Maxio battling out for 570 pennies. Right, we're done with those. Let's move those into the used folder. There you go. Right, left or right? I ain't rolling over again. We're not playing another game tonight, so if it rolls over another time, then it's going to be 570 pennies the next time we play as the start point, which is a lot of pennies. Why am I signed in twice? Oh, it's because I'm on the other window. Right, we've gone left and right. I'll let that time wear down. Crossfire, Data Leak, and the Hive tonight. Let's mark those as played. Who's it going to be? Maxio, you win 570 pennies. Very well played. That should now be updated on the app. Well played. Nicely done. We have played 50 packs this season, as of the end of tonight. 50 packs in Game Night Season 10. We've still got a few more to go. Let me close this game down before I get distracted by it. Good. Well, that's going to be the end of stream for tonight, for another week. I hope you all had fun. I certainly did. Once again, very many thanks to our writers tonight, to Shadowmane for Crossfire, to Adam for Data Leak, to Lingo for the Hive, to Colo for doing the proofing work on those as well. I've had a really good time. I hope you have as well. Well done to Scooter Dust on taking that place on the Hive leaderboard. We will update. I will update those as soon as the stream is finished. I'll push the new data up. Is Arg still streaming? He's doing Sonic Generations. It's very late for him to be streaming this. Like, yeah, let's go raid Argic. He's a Sonic speedrunner. He's a Twitch partner. One of the nicest guys, salt of the earth, Scottish dude. He dressed in a Sonic suit quite a lot. He came to the charity stream last January and played Buzz Off with Buzzer Bob. So we are going to go and raid Argic. And we are going to say hashtag ban Ben. Yes, what about Argic? Good times tonight. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions, for writing and for proofing. To everyone who played as well, thank you so much for making this such a fun evening. I hope you've had fun. I will be back next Saturday, same time, 8 p.m. GMT, for Battlefront, The Abyss, and Red Herrings. I do hope you'll join me then. Until then, do come and join us in the Discord. Come and hang out with us. We're all really fun. And until next time, I've been Royal Flush. You've been watching Game Night. Till we meet again, take care. Peace out and good night.
Doo-doo.